Hello again. I hope you're doing well. If you have any questions, you can ask until someone comes and joins me. Can you talk about phrasal verbs and idioms? I will talk. Talking on, let's say, live conversation is not a good idea. I will teach about this stuff. Why not? On YouTube. All you need to, you have to be so patient. That is everybody's problem. Actually, I don't use other talking applications. What do you mean? Such as what? Yes, finally I can see.
You can.
Yeah, I can.
It was maybe because of my video and because I turned it off.
Most probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you shave off your face?
Yeah,
I think beard.
I did. Got a bit of beard here.
I see.
All right. So yeah. So
I was YouTube stuff. Yeah, I mean the Instagram. I mean it's pointless. Just the decoration I use it.
Because the videos are like 60 seconds, and what you're gonna do? Just
you cannot do anything about it, okay? And they have that IGTV, which is quite an absurd concept because it is not inside the Instagram. It is another application, another app. If you want to continue that longer video, I mean the video which is longer than 1 minute, as you said, 60 seconds, then you have to open the other application like IGTV so that you can continue. This is, I mean, ridiculous, man.
And people rarely click on that IGTV thing.
Yeah, that's boring. People are tired. There is no point actually in teaching English, I think, on Instagram, unless you have some plans, to be honest. The plan can be maybe the majority of the teachers are seeking private students, maybe, which is quite normal. Instagram is a sort of show off platform. You try to show yourself off. That is it. But YouTube is much more serious. I mean, we still think that, okay, YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. This is actually, YouTube is a huge industry, to be honest. And I mean, this is so serious. People work there seriously. I have a lot of examples.
I know.
Sorry, yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, it seems to be that it is so easy, but no, it is quite, I mean, it needs a lot of effort. What we see, I mean, what people see, the YouTubers, is the result of a couple of years at least. We see the result and say, okay, it's very easy, I can do that. Okay, do it. Right now, do it. I mean, put the telephone in front of yourself and just record yourself. and talk for 5 minutes in your mother tongue. But go ahead, do it. You can't. I mean, it is so challenging, to be honest. And it has editing stuff. It has, lighting stuff, the sound stuff, the camera stuff. It has a lot of scenario. You have to write a scenario because you don't know what to say. Right. It is not like 1 minute. You have to talk more than 1 minute, right? Or maybe, 5, 10, whatever. And you have to know what you are telling, right? This is quite challenging. And you have to create your own community. Yeah.
You're gonna be kind of a filmmaker.
Yes. Yeah, it is quite serious. It is really serious job. I mean, this is for most of the successful YouTubers, it is a, how can I say? I mean, most of the great YouTubers just left their jobs, quit their jobs, and they stick with the YouTube stuff, and they get paid monthly on a regular basis. And this is quite cool, right?
Right, but yeah. What is how much money do they pay? Is it based on the amount of subscribers you've got, or what?
Good question. YouTube has a sort of very mysterious algorithm. I don't know. That is a software or robots. It is not definitely a human, but it is definitely a robot. And that algorithm is quite complicated, really complicated. I mean, in 2018, YouTube claimed that there were like 23 million active channels. 23 million active channels on YouTube. Can you imagine?
That's a lot.
Everybody just creates some content and uploads it. And who can actually analyze these contents? So these contents. So those robots, those softwares actually take care of these stuff, and the software watches the videos frame by frame, and the robot, let's say, the software understands the content. I mean, what is going on inside the video, although maybe it cannot understand the language, even the alphabet or whatever, but it can understand it, what is going on there. There are a tremendous amount of rules and regulations on YouTube that everybody should pay attention to. You have to read them, otherwise you're going to be in a hot water. This is so terrible, actually. And but of course, at the same time, it is really cool because I mean, if there is no rule, there is no such a thing as being a serious YouTuber. I mean, you have to be so serious about it, about your job, because this is your job. This is not just a funny place or, doing some stuff to just waste time. No, normally it is a job. It's a full-time job for most of the great, YouTubers. And let me answer your question. I mean, the minimum, there are two requirements on YouTube when you just started. The first one is you need to get 1K, like 1,000 subscribers. That is a must. And in 12 months, I mean, in 1 year. And the second one is your whole videos, I don't care about the number, your whole videos throughout the year, like 12 months, should be viewed like 4K hours.
Well, that's a lot.
Understand? That is a lot. It seems to be a lot, but I mean, this is for 1 year. After that, you are eligible to earn money, but the amount of money that you are going to earn is not, that much. But step by step, your channel grow, and more advertisements you can add to your videos, more people are watching, more people are engaging, and then you can tremendously grow and increase and go up. Understand?
Right.
I mean, at the beginning it is so difficult and challenging, but once you find your audience, then I think it is going to be so cool and, you know, better. David Lynch once said, water the root, enjoy the fruit. I mean, exactly. We are right now on a basically watering the root right now, so maybe in the future we can enjoy the fruit. Yeah.
But what about promotions? Can you promote your channel on YouTube as well to, you know, get more subscribers?
You know, for every single, you know, thing, there's a shortcut. I mean, the shortcut is advertisement. If you advertise your channel, yeah, then you'll have extra chance to promote yourself. Yeah, you can do it. But normally people do not do that.
Why not?
Why not? Normally, I mean, YouTubers, I mean, the real YouTubers are, I mean, do not have that much money. I mean, the purpose of creating content for them is to earn money, not just pay money. Of course, as you said, it is a good idea to just promote yourself, but normally they don't. Big companies do.
Big companies what about those big YouTubers, like those who've got 100 million, don't know, those?
Oh, I mean,
they don't even need to promote themselves anymore.
No, they don't need that. No.
Right.
They are quite successful and they earn tremendous amount of money. Really tremendous amount.
It's like if you've got 1,000, it's just an example. You get, I don't know, $50. And if you've got 100 million, you get what? 1 million?
No. Actually, no. You know, the money that you are earning is based on the view. There is nothing to do with the subscribers. Of course, the minimum requirement of being eligible to earn money on YouTube is to get 1K subscribers.
Right.
But the number of subscribers after that is not the case. The case is how many times your videos are or were being viewed by people.
And you get a more chance to have your videos being viewed by having more followers, I mean subscribers.
Definitely, of course, yeah. I mean, these two factors complete each other. They need each other, but as I mentioned, if you're eligible, you don't need to have extra subscribers to earn money. Even your video, I mean, the view of your video is enough for you. But as you said, the more you have subscribers, you know, more you will get money. Yeah.
Right. The thing about Instagram that I personally really hate Instagram, because it's like you're here, okay, 60 seconds. What's that? What am I gonna say? But on YouTube, I usually watch YouTube videos, either the educational ones or on, you know, on whatever the thing is.
Exactly. You know, because YouTube has a character, YouTube has a purpose. I mean, the people who are following some YouTubers on YouTube, they have a purpose. But on Instagram, to be honest, don't get me wrong, people, normal majority of people have no actually purpose. They just follow you, I don't know, because of different reasons. Maybe they like your page, maybe they think that maybe your page can be effective for them, but it doesn't work, to be honest. On YouTube, when you're, let's say, studying some grammar as a student, let's say, you have a purpose and you're really in need to find that material because you need it, so that you are so serious, you have a purpose, so that you just do a research and find your content and enjoy it. Instagram, how can I find the content on Instagram? Who can tell me?
You can't even search it, I think. Can you?
There is no search bar, yeah.
I mean, there is a search bar, but you can just put I haven't tried it, but can you search, for example, let's say present perfect grammar in the search bar?
Actually, yes, we can search if the content creator of, let's say, present perfect tense actually added some hashtag.
Oh,
if there's hashtag, yes. If there is no hashtag on, I mean, attached to the video, you cannot.
right. And you can't really learn much from a 60-second video, can you?
You cannot. I mean, this is a, you know, show off business.
Right.
To be honest. Yeah.
And you know, I personally learned a lot of things from YouTube. Like there are so many people there, you know, like for instance on different thingies, different topics like bodybuilding or improving your English. And sometimes I even just listen to YouTube for no specific reason. I'm just listening to it, you know. And the guy says something new, I learn something new. And I think YouTube, even for those who want to improve their English, it's better than films. Because in films, they use specific vocabs, expressions, but on YouTube, they use the things that they normally use in their daily lives.
Exactly. I mean, of course, the content is so important. The teacher, the instructor is so important. I mean, what does the teacher, I mean, teach or talk about? These are so important. But as you said, for films, there is no purpose. I mean, the purpose of the film is entertainment. So, yeah, as you said, there is no point to just watch films without, you know, how can I say, study it for a certain reason. Yeah, you're totally correct. Totally correct. Yeah.
And so you're from Turkey?
I am from Iran. I'm Iranian, but I live in Turkey. Yes, I live in Istanbul.
So, you know, yeah, let's say Iranian films.
Okay.
You watch an Iranian film, they use this specific phrasal verb or word or expression, and you don't even use that in real life. So you're right, the films are just made for the purpose of entertaining people. And that's why most of the times I suggest my students to watch, you know, YouTube. But
YouTube, yeah, I mean, they create a lot of excuses. Oh, YouTube is filtered. Okay, there are a lot of things are filtered. The Telegram is filtered. Instagram is, I mean, half filtered. I have no idea, actually, a certain idea about it. Facebook is filtered. Twitter is filtered, and YouTube is filtered. No problem. If you can penetrate those with those proxies, you can also penetrate to YouTube channels easily. These are excuses, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, YouTube is the best. We don't have anything else to talk about YouTube or.
Yeah, you can ask about questions. I mean, questions about the YouTube. I mean, the duration of, I mean, engagement is very important on YouTube, to be honest. We have, if you like your favorite YouTuber, if you want to be helpful, you have to watch his or her contents. This is a must. I mean, watching is really important. Engaging, I mean, likes and dislikes are so important on YouTube, but on Instagram, so there is no point, right? But on YouTube, it is so important for the algorithm that I just mentioned about it. I mean, how many times does this specific video actually is this specific video being shared among other, you know, viewers? How many times? How many likes? How many dislikes? How many comments? Plus, how much serious you are as a YouTuber. I mean, how quickly you can respond to those comments and likes and dislikes. These are so important. For example, let's say you created 5 minutes, 6 minutes video, let's say, and this 5 or 6 minutes video or whatever, this is just an example, let's say had 100 views, right? 100 views. But the analytics that the YouTube provides for YouTubers, we can see it, you cannot see it, because they are specifically designed for YouTubers, because they are our, I mean, let's say that is my channel, so I can see the analytics, so that let's say from 100 viewers, majority of them stopped watching your video after, let's say, 2 minutes, after 1 minute, let's say.
Right.
Okay. So what happens? The YouTube, this is really bad news for that specific YouTuber. In this case, YouTube do not promote, or let's say show, suggest, this is the best term, suggest your videos to new people. Why? Because it says that you created 6 minutes content, but people are not watching it. So most probably your content is not cool enough, so that you couldn't keep people on YouTube. So that what happens to that video then? That video plummets.
Mm-hmm.
So the chances of being promoted, being suggested, I mean, tremendously decrease.
Mm-hmm.
That is why I told right now that if you want to support the person, a YouTuber, you have to watch his or her content, like, I mean, share. These are really important for the YouTube's algorithm.
Can you also share it on other platforms like Facebook or Twitter?
Yes. Of course, I mean, sharing. Of course, you definitely share them, share those videos on other platforms, because you cannot share on your own YouTube. There's copyright.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's a good idea. Do you have any people who, you know, share your videos on other platforms?
Rarely, yeah. I mean, my community is not that much big comparing to my Instagram, because I've just started, I mean, creating content on YouTube so seriously. Yeah, a couple of times I witnessed that some people just shared my content. Yeah, possible. But mostly I receive likes, sometimes dislikes, of course. Sometimes comments. These are really cool. And I try to be quick, because when someone, you know, leaves a comment to you, there is a notification automatically comes to me, let's say, and I notice it, and I directly go and just immediately go and just reply. Mm-hmm. I mean, these are so important for YouTube. Yeah.
And you know, do you personally think that educational videos, like you know, I mean by educational, I mean like English videos, or I don't know, language training videos, if you will, do you think they are as successful as other topics? Like, for instance, maybe somebody tells you how to train your body, and so, you know, you get the idea, right?
I get it. Yeah. Of course not. I can definitely say, if you create content like me, I mean, create content for education, or let's say educational purposes, that is going to be so competitive and so difficult. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say impossible, but almost impossible. That is why, for example, the channels like my channel actually grows very, very slowly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there are a lot of people who are in this business, and yeah, I decided to change some styles and give some new style, of course, some new contents. I'm just thinking about it. Yeah,
it's actually very hard, because especially when people I mean, there are so many ways for them to like learn a specific language, maybe, unless it's a certain language, maybe Chinese. And
Yeah.
so for someone who's an English teacher, it's very hard to promote themselves on, let's say, YouTube. As you
Yeah.
said, it's very competitive and it's
So
very hard.
competitive, yeah. So competitive, so hard. But there is some hope, of course. Anyway, I tried to change the style and talk about some other stuff rather than only talking or teaching English. Yeah, because I am so hopeless about the students. I wish we had such chance when we were students. We didn't have the social media concept, the concept of YouTube, the concept of internet, the concept of online dictionaries. We used to use the paper version, I mean the book version of dictionaries. I still have them in Iran. People are so lucky, but unfortunately they don't know how to deal with, how to study and use the material. Unfortunately they don't know that.
That's unfortunate for both sides, for
Exactly.
the teacher and for the students. And they keep complaining. They say, how do I learn English? Oh my goodness. So many things. So many things.
They call it as, they call it in sociology as instant gratification. Instant, fast. Everything should be done fast. For majority of the tasks that we are dealing with, there is actually some sort of solution. For example, I am hungry and I go to a restaurant and I pay money and I eat and then finish. Or let's say I have a toothache, I go to the dentist, I pay his or her money, and the dentist can fix my teeth, and that is it. But for English, or let's say education, your money cannot do miracles.
Exactly.
It is impossible. But as you said, majority of students just create excuses. These are just excuses,
Right.
They have every. Yes. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I wasn't going to say anything important. It's as if they expect you to inject some sort of a syringe in their brain.
Yeah.
And teach them English.
But there is no.
One of them told me, "Can you teach me English in 1 month?" And I'm like, "What? Wait, how do I do that?" That's crazy. Okay, go on. Sorry for interrupting.
No. Actually, I didn't want to say anything as well. Yeah, it is quite ridiculous. Actually, I would call it as drama. This is tragedy. This is really a black humor. Black, and this is black. These are symbolic, right? This is black humor. This is tragedy. We are like Charles Chaplin. I always say, people used to laugh at his work, but he had a lot of messages. The messages were so deep and tragic, actually. And this is, as you said, we are laughing at it, but this is drama. This is tragedy, to be honest.
It's actually sad, right? You're right. It's
definitely sad. Definitely.
Bitter, whatever, comedy, tragedy, right? Drama.
Yeah. They would call it as black humor or black comedy.
Right, black humor.
Black humor, yes.
When you tell them, like, if I, for instance, suggest watching your, they will be like, "Wait, what?
I lost you again."
YouTube?
Yeah.
Did you get disconnected, or did I get disconnected?
A little bit. For a few seconds, yes. If you suggest them what, again, can you repeat that?
If I suggest watching your videos to my students, they will most possibly just, say, "What? No, I can't access YouTube. YouTube is
Yeah.
filtered.
Yeah, of course.
They keep making up excuses, and
Definitely.
that's the black humor in it, as you put it. And it's very annoying.
Of
There's
course.
nothing we could do about it, and
Yeah.
it's more of a cultural thing, I suppose, right? I mean, at least Iranians, I'm not referring
Even
to other people.
Turkish. Actually, in Turkey, the same.
It's the
Turkey is,
same.
I mean, in Turkey, it is far worse. Worse than that. Worse than Iran, I think. People have no goals. I don't want to talk about it. I am fed up with this topic. But people are hopeless. Instant gratification again. I have to mention again. They are just trying to do it fast. Everything should be done fast, instantly. I mean, it is impossible. You know, the whole concept of life is based on waiting. We have to wait. We have to be patient. This is the whole philosophy of life.
Now, how about do you do those psychology videos too on your channel?
No, not psychology. Of course, I'm interested in psychology too, but let's say I mean, I'm mostly related to literature, a little bit philosophy, and some sociology. Yeah, actually, I'm going to talk about them.
Yeah,
rather
I
than just
think if
teaching
you talk
English.
about those, as you said, if you just talk about English, people, I don't know, the students are like that. They're lazy or whatever.
Let's say maximum 10%. Maximum 10%. Majority of students, no. I mean, they're hopeless. They are goalless, actually, to be honest. I can do nothing for them. It looks like you know, the coma version, right?
Right.
And I mean, the person is dead. You're just hopeful in vain. I mean, everything is done, finished. The students' situation is like that. They are done. They are finished. I mean, there's no hope for majority of them. A lot of excuses. I am tired. I go to work. Okay, it is up to you.
Exactly.
You have to know what your goals are. I always say, I say it. I try to remind myself too. Sometimes it is really a good idea to just brainstorm and think about our goals, who we are, where we are, and what we are doing, right?
Right.
Let's say, okay, I'm a student. Okay, I want to learn English. Bravo, perfect. But what are your priorities? Just write 10 priorities. Okay, 5 priorities. Where is English? Is English in the first 5 actually priorities that you have? Or it is like 20th or 50th priorities?
Right.
Most probably English is not in that first place. I mean, the first 10 priority. That is why they are not successful. That is why. I mean, this is so simple.
But well, some of them have real excuses, like they say, I've got a life to manage. Yeah, they're all right, but the other ones, they're like they've got nothing other than maybe playing video games, and they're like, no, I can't study English.
Again, yes, definitely. I mean, yeah, as you said, some students are eager to learn for different reasons or purposes, and I mean, some group of people, some group of students are keen on learning English just as a hobby. This is really cool. I mean, we have different students with different purposes. The priority is really important. I mean, I can only give this tip, this suggestion for people to write down their goals in their life, at least short-term goals. I'm not talking about long-term goals. I'm talking about short-term goals. First, let's make them certain and definite, and then maybe we can talk about long-term goals.
You know what's the problem here? At least in Iran, I don't know about Turkey. I think Turkish people don't even want to immigrate to other countries, do they?
Yeah, they don't. Normally, they don't. Actually, they want to stay here.
And Iranians learn English to go abroad.
That is actually good. That is good, but on one condition, that the person should be fully, how can I say, concentrated and focused on, actually dedicated, let's say, dedicated to English. Otherwise, waste of time, waste of money.
I remember when I first started learning English, you know, I kept getting disappointed. Like, God damn it, I keep forgetting words and, you know, things. But then I kept moving on. Like, okay, so I forget that word, I'll memorize it again. But students get disappointed, you're right. They keep getting disappointed and they don't have a long-term or even a short-term goal for learning English. Like, why am I learning English? I want to go abroad, and then something, you know, changes. Okay, I can't go abroad. I don't want to learn English anymore. But
exactly,
having interest in that is more important than I think just wanting to go abroad. Because even if you go abroad and then you will have a broken English, maybe you won't even be able to make good communication.
Of course, totally correct. Totally agree. I mean, you're right. You're right. This is a tremendous problem, actually, for majority of people. I wish I could help. I can help, but they don't listen. Actually, we can help. You can help them too, but they don't listen.
They rarely do.
They rarely do, yeah. Rarely. But of course, I want to see. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I wasn't going to say anything important. I was just going to say, recently I'm just getting private students, and I kind of handpicked them. I ask questions before I start. Are you interested in learning English? No. Okay, goodbye.
Interesting. Nice. That is cool, actually.
Although maybe you'd say, okay, you don't get a lot of students, but those who are interested, they stay. They say, okay, I'm going to take extra classes with this teacher, and, you know.
Of course, I mean, those really good students can definitely give a huge motivation for teacher too. And when you see the result, that is success. That is success. You feel, how can I say, that is kind of rewarding for you, that you did something really cool, and now you see the result and you feel satisfied, content. Right? Am I correct?
Yeah, exactly.
That is why maybe you are right to pick them personally. Maybe it can be a good choice.
I got tired of having students who kept saying, teacher, why am I not learning English? What are you doing to my brain? What am I doing? Did you practice? Did you watch the video I told you to? No. So what do you want me to do?
Very simple, actually. They want you to do a miracle. Yeah.
Yeah, I
mean it. They want you to do a miracle. That is it. They are so desperate and goalless, and they say, teacher, we paid money. Please do something for us.
Do something.
What can we do? Yeah, this is what I mean. Basically, what they try to say, but we can do nothing about it. I mean, we can only give them some path, some suggestions. That is it. I always say teachers are shortcuts for the students.
Exactly.
We are shortcuts.
Mm-hmm.
We spend years and years learning and improving, so that you as a new student, you don't need to go through the path that I went through, let's say. You can simply listen to me and learn from my experience as a teacher. That is it.
Exactly.
Nothing more, nothing less. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I liked what you said there, because you spoke my mind. So
Really?
yeah,
Of course, actually.
that's I think
only,
what all teachers think. How all teachers.
yeah. Listen, only a teacher can understand the other teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Only a teacher. No one can understand. Even
Right.
the manager, even the students, the parents, no one. Only a teacher can understand another teacher.
Right, exactly.
That is it.
Well, it's really sad, black humor, as you said, but again, I'm feeling actually a lot more comfortable nowadays because I handpick my students and I don't let those who are not interested attend my classes. So that's feels a lot better.
Exactly. You're not supposed, actually, we are not supposed to satisfy everybody. We can't. We cannot. Even, apart from English, let's be real. I mean, we can I just satisfy every single person around me in my circle? No.
Of course not.
Some people like me, some people dislike me. That is quite normal. If everybody likes me, is a big problem.
That's weird.
I should have some dislikes, yeah.
Why does everybody like you? Maybe they're just
there's a suspicious thing, and that's the same actually in the class. Every single student is a huge puzzle. You have to figure it out. You have to solve it. You have to deal with. Dealing with people, human beings, I think is the most challenging, really challenging tasks in the whole world. I can definitely say that.
They're worse than other animals because we are animals too. So
yeah, we are animals too. Yeah, exactly. Because they have different tastes, different interests, and you need to satisfy them, which is quite difficult. Maybe I can satisfy the majority. Maybe this can be a good success for me, can be considered as a success for me. But it is impossible to satisfy 100%. How? Impossible. Definitely impossible.
Even those famous teachers, they can't do that. So, but again, as you said, pleasing the majority is, a very good success there.
Yes, majority. Yeah, we can say that. The minority should exist. Actually, should be. I'm a big fan of criticism. As I studied criticism in literature, I'm a big fan of that. But I believe in constructive criticism, not destructive.
Exactly.
Criticism should be constructive, not destructive. We can easily destroy each other. I'm not talking, actually, I don't mean you, I mean in general. People can easily destroy each other really easily, super easily. But that is not the case. That is not the point. We have to criticize to help that person, to make him or her be better than before. That is what I believe.
I like criticisms too, but most of the cases I receive, what was that? Negative criticisms, like not constructive ones.
I would say destructive criticism.
Destructive ones.
I
Because
would say that, yeah.
like instead of trying to help you, they're like, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're just trying to ruin you. Which
Exactly.
is,
They try to ruin you, and and you should not be disappointed, uh, especially on social media. I mean, this is it's quite normal, because on social media platforms, it is not a sort of actual conversation. You comment someone, and it takes some time so that the content creator comes and reads your comment again. He or she might reply you again. It takes some other time so that you come back and talk back again. So this is not a face-to-face battle, let's say. In that case, I would definitely say no problem. I witnessed, even on this Instagram, I had, sometimes I go live, as today, for example. Some people come and swear, curse. Why? I really don't understand that. Earlier, I used to be so angry and how can I say, infuriated about this stuff. But later on, I said no problem. It's quite normal. Yeah. Okay. Did I say something bad to any certain race or group of people, or did I say something wrong? If yes, okay, maybe I deserve it. But if no, everybody can see it, so that I am relieved. I'm relieved that I didn't do anything wrong. So the person who swore on live, actually in Iran we say they show their families, let's say they represent their family so that everybody can see it. I don't understand that. Why? I mean, why we are doing this?
Exactly. I think they represent their families. They represent the way they were born. They were grown.
Exactly. I mean, if you hate me, why you're following me then? Super easy. You follow me because I'm not actually talking to you right now. In general, I'm generally speaking. I mean, the person follows me, or I follow that person because I find some commonalities, let's say, some sort of mutual taste, right? So that, yeah, I just follow. Of course, sometimes maybe I dislike it, so maybe I just how can I say, just neglect some of the content, but the majority of the contents are my cup of tea, so that I follow that person, or vice versa, they follow. Okay, if you hate me, if you dislike me, if you cannot find any sort of commonality, so what on earth you are actually following me then? Just this follow. I mean, unfollow actually. Just unfollow me and do your own business. That is it.
Most of them are kids, like 18-year-olds and 15, 14. The other guy, I was on live with one of my friends, and somebody popped up and started cussing us too. And I was like, wait, what is this?
Yeah. It is sort of, actually, they are actually, let me tell you something. Those kind of specific audience, as you said, are teenagers. I mean, they are looking for some fun. I mean, if you get angry, they will continue this, to be honest. I mean, they want to anger you. Actually, they want you to show them some reactions. They are seeking this. But if you calm down, and as you said right now, as you did right now, you just laughed at them, then they say, okay, there is no fun here, I swear here, but the person doesn't react, so that they won't do it. Actually, this is the best, let's say, choice, solution. Or you can simply report them, and so that Instagram will beat them, will punish them.
Instagram is, as you said, it's a very annoying application or platform.
Recently,
it bans you for following too many people, for
Yes.
unfollowing too many people, for commenting too much? What is that? That's just crazy.
That is crazy because Facebook bought that, bought Instagram, as you know, and Facebook, I think, has been applying some of the ridiculous, rules or regulations which were on Facebook. I mean, they're applying those rules and regulations on Instagram, and that is why you cannot do it on Facebook, right? You cannot just open your eyes and just try to follow, let's say, friend a lot of people continuously.
Facebook is
the same policy, the same
one?
regulation. Sorry?
Is Facebook American or European?
Yeah.
We made it.
It should be American, yeah.
And
I'm not sure actually, but I'm sure about YouTube, which is American, yeah.
I kept hearing YouTube was a Lithuanian. I don't know.
Really?
That's
actually YouTube has branches. I mean, let's say not franchise, branches. Maybe franchise. I have no idea. In almost every country.
Right, maybe.
Hey bro, how are you? American, it is true. Yes, I can read the comments.
It's American.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Not that I really care because I don't have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, maybe you can start it. You can start it, right?
But you know, it's really, as you said earlier, it's very competitive for someone who wants to teach English.
So find something else.
Yeah, that would be something. I'm an athlete too, so I might post videos about working out.
Why not? Yeah.
But then there are also a lot of athletes out there, like who, are very successful, and they've had their YouTube channel for a long time. So I don't suppose people watching me. What? Who's this new guy? It's hard, you know.
Of course, everything is hard, but I mean, on YouTube, there's a purpose, as I said earlier. There is no purpose or reason to be active on Instagram, to be honest. I mean, I just use this live, communication, which I still find it really cool, and because of course we can talk about some topics, we can exchange the ideas. You say something, I say something. Some people say something over there as a comment. It's really cool. I mean, this feature is really, really cool. But of course, we have the same feature on YouTube too. And yeah, that is it. Instagram
live videos there.
Yeah, of course. And it is much more complicated and much more professional. You can attach multiple cameras and go live. You can, if you have actually that chance. I mean, it is much more professional. Yeah, like a studio.
Well, I think, I don't know, that's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Setting up a business in real life, like maybe opening a supermarket, is way easier than setting up your channel on YouTube or Instagram is, as you said, it's just nonsense, but on YouTube. And growing it.
Of course, but how can I say? You have to, how can I say, see beyond, see the future. I mean, mostly the successful YouTubers believe that at least it can take like at least 3 years to become a successful YouTuber. I mean, 3 years constantly you need to create content. After 3 years sort of persistent content creating, then we can talk about it. It is not just like, okay, I created 200 contents and I shared the contents every day, so after 2 months I have no content to share. So then what happens? You have to be so slow. Slowly and gradually you can grow. I mean, I can help you later, of course, about the YouTube if you are so serious to set up your own channel. But of course, as you said, for supermarket, again, maybe you become, of course, you will be a successful person, but what you are selling actually is for limited amount of, or let's say, number of people. You don't have access to everybody, right? But on YouTube, there's a chance to grow year by year. That 1K can be 5K. That 5K can be 100, can be 1 million, can go more, far more than that, right?
Right.
That is the difference. As you said, I mean, opening up your own business like supermarket or whatever can satisfy you in the short term, but in long term, I mean, yeah, online businesses like YouTube can be a good choice, to be honest.
Now I'm more like my students, you know, because they keep saying, no, I'm disappointed. I can't continue. I'm like that now.
No. Actually, as a friend, I can easily say, open up your notebook and brainstorm, really, to be honest, and say, who am I, where am I, and what am I doing, and what are my goals? What is my purpose? And write a couple of purposes. Write as many purposes, as many goals as you can, and then eliminate them. I mean, cross out those unreal purposes, let's say, and focus on those things which are possible. There's a possibility of doing them, and focus on them, and be successful. Yeah, there are a lot of great people, not just YouTubers, in the whole world that they started from nothing, from scratch, from maybe beyond scratch, from zero, and now they actually turn their lives around, and they are so successful.
Yeah, well, and who pays those YouTubers? Like, is there a specific?
Excellent.
I don't know.
Hold on. Sorry. Actually, we have got only 2 minutes, and I am going to wrap it up. Who pays on YouTube? YouTube does not pay for the YouTubers. YouTube pay money out of the advertisements. I mean, when you open when you click on a video, especially if the channel is, let's say, has quite a huge community, in that case, you would definitely see some advertisements, right? Then you can skip. From each advertisement, YouTube, of course, the video should be viewed like at least 1K, 1,000 times should be viewed. For each 1K, let's say, view, YouTube pays approximately between $1 to $2 for each 1,000th view, actually, from the advertisements. And if your video has 3 advertisements, okay, multiply that number to 3. That is it. Of course.
They pay out the advertisements, the ones that are at the beginning or sometimes in the middle of your video. And can you decide whether those can be right in the middle of your video, or maybe you don't want them to be there?
Of course, you're going to decide it. If your content is less than 10 minutes, you cannot apply more than 1 advertisement. But if your video is more than 10 minutes, you can apply, let's say, add as many advertisements as you wish. But of course, there are some philosophies and some techniques, strategies that they do not suggest you to do so. This is very complicated, and we have like 20 seconds.
Okay, so Be well. That was a very nice conversation with you.
Exactly. Likewise. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much.
I like
I'm
it a lot.
actually I have to check my time. If I have some time, maybe I can come back again and we can continue. Apparently you have time, right?
Right. I'm actually
How
away.
much time do you have?